For more than a century, the idea of true automotive luxury has been controlled by a very small and very confident circle of European manufacturers. We were taught to believe that the highest level of engineering excellence could only come with a German accent or a refined British heritage. Names like Rolls-Royce motor cars, Bentley Motors, and Mercedes-Maybach ruled the world of luxury cars for decades. They sat comfortably at the top, convinced that their long histories would protect them forever. Their heritage became their armor. But over time, that confidence slowly turned into complacency. And eventually, that complacency led to a critical mistake. Many of these brands began drifting away from the very qualities that once made them extraordinary. Look at the direction Europe is taking today. Mercedes-Benz has begun removing the iconic V8 engines from some of its most celebrated AMG models, replacing them with smaller, hybridized four-cylinder powertrains. Meanwhile, Rolls-Royce Motor Cars is gradually preparing to phase out its legendary V12 engines in favor of a fully electric future. These decisions are driven largely by regulations and environmental pressure, but to many traditional luxury customers, it feels like something important is being lost. While Europe debates and adapts, another country has been quietly observing the situation from a distance: China. Today, we are not simply reviewing another luxury sedan. What we are looking at may represent a serious challenge to the traditional hierarchy of the global luxury car industry. This is the Hongqi Goya. It sits at the very top of the Golden Sunflower series, an ultra-premium lineup created by FAW Group and its historic luxury brand Hongqi. The goal of this sub-brand is very clear: compete directly for the attention of the world's wealthiest buyers, particularly in markets like the Middle East and Asia, where traditional European brands have dominated for generations. But the most striking part of the Goya is not just its design or luxury, it's what lies under the hood. Instead of arriving with a quiet electric drivetrain or a downsized engine, this car proudly carries a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid powertrain developed entirely in China. At a time when many European manufacturers are moving away from large combustion engines, this car boldly embraces one. Before we dive deeper into the vehicle itself, it is important to understand the strategy behind it. This is where some competitors may have lost their way. Over the past decade, Mercedes expanded the Maybach name across multiple vehicles, including SUVs and electric crossovers. While this increased visibility, it also diluted the sense of exclusivity that once defined the brand. Hongqi approached the problem differently. Instead of spreading the Golden Sunflower badge across many vehicles, they created a highly exclusive sub-brand with a very specific purpose. The Goya is not simply a luxury trim level, it is intended to be a statement. Even the badge on the steering wheel is different. Instead of the standard Hongqi emblem, it carries the Golden Sunflower symbol, a mark reserved for the brand's most prestigious creations. This vehicle is designed for heads of state, influential business leaders, and individuals who may feel that even a Bentley has become too common. The exterior design reflects this philosophy. The front of the car is dominated by an enormous waterfall grille with active shutter technology. But if you look closely, the vertical elements are shaped to resemble flowing water cascading down a mountainside. Where the famous Rolls-Royce Pantheon grille feels structured and industrial, this design appears more organic and fluid. The lighting technology is equally impressive. Instead of traditional headlights, the Goya uses advanced digital light processing, or DLP technology, similar to what is used in high-end cinema projectors. These headlights are capable of projecting symbols, navigation information, and visual warnings directly onto the road surface using millions of microscopic mirrors. While brands like Audi emphasize laser lighting, the Goya takes the idea even further by transforming the headlights into miniature projection systems. But the real philosophical difference between East and West becomes clear when we talk about the engine. In Europe, discussions about the future of automobiles increasingly revolve around carbon neutrality and strict emissions regulations. Many companies are downsizing engines or abandoning them entirely. The Goya takes a very different stance. Under its long, elegant hood sits a powerful 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid system, internally known as the CA6GV engine family. On its own, the engine produces well over 480 horsepower. When combined with the electric hybrid system, total system performance ensures that this massive luxury sedan moves with surprising urgency. The electric motor in this setup is not primarily designed for efficiency. Instead, it plays a performance role. In traditional turbocharged engines, there is often a brief delay while the turbochargers build pressure. The electric motor eliminates that delay by delivering instant torque from 0 RPM. The result is a smooth and continuous surge of acceleration that feels similar to the effortless power delivery of a naturally aspirated V12. Power is sent through an 8-speed automatic transmission, but the focus of its calibration is not speed, it is smoothness. The engineering goal was to make gear changes almost impossible for passengers to detect. At a time when some manufacturers are replacing V8 engines with 4-cylinder hybrids, the Goya presents a different message. The V8 may not be disappearing, it may simply be evolving. Of course, power means little without comfort. For decades, the benchmark for ride quality has been the magic body control system developed by Mercedes-Benz. The Goya takes a similar concept and refines it further. The car rides on a sophisticated multi-link suspension system with dual-chamber air springs and adaptive electromagnetic dampers. But the real innovation lies in its predictive technology. Stereo cameras mounted near the windshield scan the road surface hundreds of times every second, creating a real-time three-dimensional map of the pavement ahead. Before the wheels even reach a bump or pothole, the suspension system has already prepared itself. The result is a driving experience that feels remarkably smooth, almost like floating. Inside the cabin, Hongqi attempts to balance two competing philosophies of modern luxury. Some brands insist that true luxury should remain entirely analog, while others, such as Mercedes, have filled their interiors with massive digital displays. The Goya chooses a different path. Its centerpiece is the world's first flexible, rollable OLED dashboard display. When the vehicle is turned off, the dashboard appears as a clean, uninterrupted surface of polished lacquer and leather. But when the engine starts, the display slowly rises and unfolds from within the dashboard, like a scroll being opened. It turns the simple act of starting the car into a theatrical moment. The augmented reality head-up display takes things even further, projecting navigation information directly onto the road ahead so that directions appear integrated with the physical environment. But for most owners, the real luxury is found in the rear compartment. The Goya is designed primarily for passengers, not drivers. The long wheelbase allows the rear seats to recline into what Hongqi describes as a zero-gravity position, reducing pressure on the body during long journeys. The seats themselves use a complex multi-layer construction and are upholstered in high-grade semi-aniline leather sourced from carefully selected herds. Massage functions use hot stone rollers designed to replicate the experience of hot stone therapy found in luxury spas. Even the center armrest functions as a control hub, containing a refrigerator capable of chilling champagne to a precise temperature. The car also features a unique fragrance system that uses natural extracts from traditional Chinese materials such as sandalwood and agar wood to create a calming atmosphere. Active noise cancellation technology works through the vehicle's multi-speaker audio system to eliminate road and wind noise, creating an exceptionally quiet cabin. Finally, it is the small details that reveal the deeper philosophy behind the Goya. While many luxury brands offer wood veneers, Hongqi offers traditional Chinese lacquer finishes that require dozens of layers and extensive hand polishing. Controls are decorated with inlays made from semi-precious stones like jade and jasper. Even the retractable hood ornament carries symbolic meaning. Its angle is precisely set to 23.5 degrees, matching the tilt of the Earth's axis, a subtle reference to cosmic balance. So what exactly are we witnessing here? The Hongqi Guoya is not just another luxury car. It represents a shift in the balance of global automotive influence. For decades, Europe defined what luxury meant. Now, a new contender is entering the arena with its own interpretation. The Guoya combines traditional craftsmanship, advanced technology, and bold engineering decisions into a single statement. And whether the traditional European brands choose to acknowledge it or not, the competition is changing. The red flag has risen, and the global luxury car market may never look the same again.